Hey everyone, thank you once again for tuning into the iConis podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts on the show, Barry 3D Carter. You know where to find me. You can find all my stuff at barry3d.com. Thank you. On my side, as always, the man, the myth, the legend, the one that keeps us going all the time, my cousin, my best friend,
Rod C. Ladies and gentlemen, we have something for you today. But I won't say it just yet. I won't say it just yet. Nope, nope, nope.
Right,
Nope,
right.
nope.
Because manners maketh the man, and here we go. So first and foremost, you got to support the books, support the comic book stores, and that show us love, and we show them love. So once again, you got to support Wild Comics, Swings, and and A Hero's Tale, all across here. So between Kitchener, Cambridge, and of course Montreal. So thank you very much. Also, we're also part of the Subculture Podcast Network. So make sure to check that out. And you see our podcast, there's a couple of others. And on top of that, you can, if you want to have a podcast too, you can always look at Podbean and go to find our episodes or our show at iconis.podbean.com. You find our shows and all our past episodes there. And remember, like, subscribe, and share to our channel. Let the channel not be a secret and keep on growing. We got so much going on. On top of that, Rod, real quick, where can we find you?
You can find me on the World Wide Web. You can find me on Instagram at Mr. Rod C. You can also find me on Twitch. I play on twitch.tv/DJ Rod C. Find me on Twitter at DJ Rod C1. There you go.
Sweet. And as always, if you need a graphic artist to do any type of work for anything that you need for any kind of upcoming or personal project, there's only one man and one man you should talk to all the time, and that man is
J Bird Digital Art.
Mr. Jason Reese, J Bird Digital Arts. You tell him that you heard about him on the iConis podcast, and he will give you a discount on the work. Okay, here we go. That being said, Rod, what are we jumping into today?
We be talking about, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be honest. We're trying to think of you know what? We're talking about, is Goku really a idiot? What do I mean by that? Is Goku Super Saiyan Dragon Ball a idiot? I'm just saying.
All right. Well,
okay.
I've come to the conclusion that Goku is Homer Simpson. Pure idiot.
Please elaborate.
Okay, so I'm watching Dragon Ball Super. Oh, Crunchyroll, whatever it is, right? I'm watching Dragon Ball Super. I said, oh, nothing else to watch. Throw it on in the background. 130 episodes. I'm like, the Dragon Ball always goes long. So I'm watching it. And as I'm watching episode by episode, I'm realizing how dotish, idiotic, numpty this man is. And I'm like, was he always this dumb? I know he was naive, but have you watched Dragon Ball Super?
I'm trying to, because there's so many different levels. I can't remember it immediately, I'll be honest. But to ball up what you're trying to say, Goku hasn't always been the sharpest.
Okay.
It's his strength and speed, and just him being a Saiyan and being one of the most powerful in the universe is always the saving grace. I'm just saying. Please, anybody watching this, I'm just saying. You know, Goku just he just likes to like make you like ponder, like, really, bro? Okay, bro. I got you.
Okay. Well,
I got you.
Okay, and see, that's a saving grace, right? But what I mean, he's Homer Simpson. He creates the situations, and there's naive and then there's stupid, right? And I like to use this word when I do my comedy, numpty, right? Numb and empty. Like, okay, so watching Dragon Ball Super is like 131 episodes. It's like almost a soft reboot of the Dragon Ball series. Okay. Going through everything. So because I figured at one point they made Goku, Goku was the Superman of that universe, right? Followed by Vegeta and then anybody else. And every time that Vegeta's always trying to prove he's stronger than Goku, Kakarot, whatever, Vegeta always seems to fall short. And Goku comes in, saves the day. Okay, yeah, because he understands a new technique, it's a science, Saiyan blood. This is what they got to do. But in Dragon Ball Super, here's some of the things that happen. So at one point, you got Vegeta talking to Kakarot.
Okay.
Or Goku. Let's go Goku,
right?
Yeah. So those two are talking. Now, what happens is let's go back a half a second. So Goku's always trying to find someone to fight to get stronger. So he doesn't want to work. Goku doesn't know nothing but just fighting. That's all he is. So
Right.
he's like the Captain Marvel Shazam, a little boy in a grown man body, right? At this
Got it.
point, Goku's got his wife, Chi-Chi, and he got 3 kids. Is it 3? Yeah, he's got Gohan, Goten, and is it 2? Oh, anyways, he got kids, right? So one's in Professor, who becomes Super Saiyan Man. Yeah, and then he's got Goten, right? So you got the 2 kids. All right. So in this whole series, Goku's always trying to find ways to get out from doing any work and train. Goes to pick fights with people because all he wants to do is train and level up. Oh, all right, then. So in one of the episodes, Goku goes out to find people to train with, to push him to new limits to make himself better. All right, I'm with you on that one. But then he goes in these situations and causes world-destroying events by poking the bear. So in the series, and then he does stupidness. So like in one of them, he's working on this tournament of power. So in the tournament of power, he goes and reaches out to these cosmic beings, right? And I'll say this for lesser, for these cosmic beings, and who are very much like kids, and he convinces them to turn around and have a tournament of power. And they're like, hey, that's a great idea. By the way, there's also multiple universes within the Dragon Ball universe. So Goku and the group we follow is in universe 7, right? And there's like 10 other universes, different variations of the heroes, or they're not there at all. And there's other people in these universes who are the tough ones. So Goku turns around, convinces them to have a tournament of power. And they're like, great idea. We'll bring all the universes together. Each universe brings its 10 strongest fighters, put it together, universe of power, tournament. Goku's like, great. By the way, loser's universe gets destroyed. Now, Goku didn't think, so he's Goku's with the God of Destruction, who looks like a cat, God of Destruction, and his handler. And they keep saying, don't go to these like super Kais or whatever. Don't put these things in their head because you're going to make things worse than they are. I just want to train and see who's the strongest. See the strongest. And they turn around and hit him with the punchline saying, yeah, we like the idea of the tournament, but we'll turn around and destroy every universe that loses. So only one universe remains. Then Goku runs back and starts forming his team, says, don't tell them nothing, right? But Goku's a terrible liar. So Goku goes to his son Gohan and goes, Gohan, all right, this is what's going on, but don't tell Chi-Chi. Now keep in mind, Gohan is married. He's got his own kid. So Gohan's like, wait a minute, Dad, you did what? Well, okay, well, then I got no choice but to join the team because I got to defend our universe, right? Because I got to protect my kid. Like, really, what'd you do? Now, during this, Bulma, who's married to Vegeta, is pregnant and about to give birth to their next kid. So Goku shows up, and I mean, this might be a little before. So Goku shows up and sees Vegeta, and he goes, hey, Vegeta, this is what's going on. Don't tell anyone about what's going on here, but this is what's happening. I need you to join the team. And, Vegeta's always arms crossed or whatever, and he goes, Kakarot, they can't go. Well, why not? Well, Bulma's about to give birth to our second child any day now. I just can't leave to train and fight in a tournament. And he's like, well, why not? You're the one having the baby. It's having the baby. Let's go. And he's like, you really don't understand. He's like, I'm surprised you are still married. That's what Vegeta says to Goku. I'm surprised you're still married with the way you think and carry on. I'm surprised Chi-Chi hasn't left you yet. And he goes, Chi-Chi's understand. She goes, when she had Gohan, wasn't here. That's right. I was dead at the time. Yes, because you fought in a tournament. And he's like, wait a minute. It's like, so it came on the subject of intimacy at one point, right? Because someone says, well, don't you ever kiss Chi-Chi? He goes, why would I kiss her? And Vegeta's like, you've never kissed your wife? He goes, why? He's like, and he said, yeah, you got kids and you never kissed your wife? Oh, I'm surprised you're still married. You're an idiot. Vegeta recognizes this in him.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Right?
100%.
Like every situation in this series that I'm watching where it's a world-shattering series, a villain showing up, whatever it is, it's the same formula. Goku, Kakarot starts it off because he wants to fight the strongest person. not realizing the other person's a true out villain. It's like me going up to Mike Tyson and say, let's have a friendly bout. And Mike Tyson's going to say, yeah, but Barry, you've never boxed before in your life, and I'm not holding back. It's like me going up to Darth Vader and saying, hey, man, let's have a sword contest because I want to see how good I am. And Darth Vader's like, yeah, but if I win, though, I'm taking over the universe. Oh, I didn't mean that. Too late. Like, if Goku would not turn around to all these gods and disrespect them and call them, he's pure out well idiot. And then hits his fighting style. I know you got points, but here's the thing about fighting style. With his fight, and this is what gets me with Goku's fighting style. Every time Goku gets in the fight, the famous words are, yeah, man, don't hold back. That's the only time he gets serious. Don't hold back. Give me everything you got. It's okay, Goku or Kakarot or whatever name he wants to go by, the Super Saiyan, what he gets into a fight, and the fight starts, and then it's like, okay, well, I beat Goku. No, I was holding back. You haven't seen my full power. And he just levels up one. Goes into a whole series of fights with the same person. No, I was holding back. Level up another one. So he goes, he goes Super Saiyan 1, then 2, then 3, and then he hits like Super Saiyan 4, and then he hits like Super Saiyan Blue, which is his God mode, right? And that's it. You everyone. So now this is a universe tournament of power. The God of Destruction from there has got the team. He looks at Goku and he says one thing. First, Gohan says, well, since I'm the captain of this team, because his dad made him the captain of the team, right? 10 of the 4 going there from Universe 7, okay? I like that they leveled up all the other characters, like Piccolo, Krillin. You see them, they all got leveled up. Master Roshi, fine, they leveled them all up. Great, I'm all on board with this. And then it finally gets down to, all right, we're about to start the fight. Cool. And then the God of Destruction for that universe 7, who's behind Goku. Look, man, I'm telling you right now, for once, play it as a team. None of this one-on-one business because the universe is at stake. 2, start off full power right away. None of this holding back business and then going up by bit. Oh, but that's boring. You realize if you lose, the universe is done.
Oh, and you can't level up. And you can't level up afterwards. Anyways.
Yeah, but because the universe is in danger because you, idiot, numpty.
Open your mouth. That's the part I was going to get. This is the way you save universe. Someone just stop him from opening his mouth. Someone stop him from opening his mouth. Like I said, he's a great character, great for fighting and everything along that line. His mindset is just pure warrior. Great. No problem. He doesn't have a second page. He doesn't know anything else but that. And that is the most hilarious characteristic of that character and why it is funny that he has lasted this long in our minds because we know he's about to put his foot in it. There. That was it, right? That's going to come back and bite us later on. What? Trust me. What he said right there. Wait, just wait for it. And there you go.
Done.
There you go.
There we go. Right?
Done.
Done. He went in, it just blows my mind. Like they brought back Trunks from the future. Okay. We got the sword and all that. Oh, okay. Beautiful. Yeah. Trunks has come back. Now they explain that, the event that happened is not direct timeline. It's a diversion of the timeline. Fine. We all know about this by watching the TVA and to the future and all this. Like you make alternate timelines when you change one thing, it might not change. So they explain that with Trunks. Okay, fine. They explain Trunks' the future that we see that grown-up Trunks come from. There's still a different future. There's a villain in there called Goku Black. Right? Okay. And once again, it's because of Goku this future happens. Or this Goku Black exists. So in the storyline, you got Goku goes and challenges one of these new Kais, these new gods, right? Turns around and he keeps saying, I want to spar. And he's so impatient. Like everyone's like, he's literally, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are you there yet?
Yeah.
You got instant transmission. Are we there yet? Are you there yet? You're going with Barris, who's the god of destruction. And are we there yet? Are we there yet? They finally get to the other planet. They start the whole thing. And then they stop. And then before even introduction, it's like, hi, I'm so-and-so. Goku runs over and starts challenging the other guy, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, are you serious? So finally the guy is like, Barris, who's the god of destruction in Universe 7, says, fine, Goku's being impatient, he's being this. Let him have a sparring match, because that's what he wants to do. Yeah. Okay? All right, that's how it starts. The guy starts sparring with Goku, takes a swing, boom, guy, Goku almost drops him. He caught him unexpectedly because the guy looks at humans or mortals, I should say, because Goku's not human. He's a mortal. He's a Saiyan. So mortals, and gets into this whole thing of, oh, he made me look bad. So now this leads into Trunks' future. So what you find out, there's a whole villain called, spoilers, whatever, Goku Black that shows up. So it's Goku, but he's pure out evil. Mm-hmm. And you find out what happened is this guy stole a time ring, did the time jumps every year. So he did every day, he did it, or multiple times in a day, he did a time jump because the Dragon Balls can only be gathered together once a year. So he jumped ahead in the future multiple years to make multiple wishes. So wish number 1 was to transfer his mind into Goku's body. Wish number 2 was to make himself immortal. Wish number 3 was this, and so forth like that, right? So when we get into Trunks' timeline, as we see where Trunks is a grown man with a sword and all that, so this is the second appearance in him in the series, you see Trunks fighting Goku Black, but then Goku Black has a little bit of different energy than Goku. So it's almost the fact of, well, if I can't beat him in my form and he's stronger than me, I'm going to take over his body. By the way, I'm also going to make myself immortal and invincible to a lot of his attacks. Right? Like it's Superman making a wish, getting rid of his weakness, which is kryptonite.
Right.
And Lois Lane.
Right.
Okay. And it goes pure evil. So if Goku didn't challenge the god, made him look bad in front of his master because he was a high in training or whatever, this Goku Black would not have been brought to life.
Yeah. So this is the origin story. It's the villain origin story. That's what this is.
But it's always Goku. Oh. He's the one that starts this, man. He's the one that starts this, dude.
Like I it's hard for me to defend this guy. You're trying to be a defendant, and he just keep saying, just hush him out. Just sit, put on the suit, sit down, and look forward. That's it. Oh my gosh. No, he's a homer if he does stupid. You know what I mean? With Grimes, he's the homer because he creates the situation, totally oblivious about it, right? He's not a great father. Let's call it straight. He's not been there for his kids unless his kids want to fight. That's the only time he gets his kids' attention. He's not a great provider. He just falls in. He has no sense of a dollar. None. It's because of what is it? Satan, the other fighter, who claims to be the super fighter on Earth, even though he's the weakest one, he's just a joke. He turned around and he claimed and took all the credit that Goku and all those guys do when they save the Earth, right? So everyone thinks he's the ultimate fighter. So they gave him a whole lot of money. They gave him $100 million or something like that, if not more, So he's well, I don't need it. I've got a mansion. I've got this. I'm in politics. My movie's doing great. So he goes over to Goku. He's hey, Goku, look, I got this money here. We'll give it to you because rightfully you are the hero of Earth. So I'm giving you this money. And Goku right away is I don't want it. No, you can keep it. You can keep it. And Satan's no, take the money. Just don't say anything. Just take the money and shut up. No, I don't need it. I'm good. He's Goku, let me put it to you this way. What are you doing right now? Well, Chi-Chi has me farming and working, but I don't want to. I want to be out training, but I have to do this to keep Chi-Chi happy. He's well, if you take this money, Chi-Chi will be very happy and she'll let you trade. Oh, is that a lot of money? It's 100 million zeni, as they call it, right? It's yeah.
Is that a lot of money? Goku, you'll never have to work again. Really? Oh, that means I can train all the time? Yes, Goku. Okay, in that case, I'll take it. Thanks, Satan. And he takes it, boom, home. How is he doesn't even know the value of $1?
They need to make it. I'm sure there probably is episodes where Chi-Chi is trying to show him, but we need more of those. I'm sorry to say, we need more just to show how. I know she does, but I'm just saying, I think we need more just for everybody to remember he's a great fighter, but he's a idiot, and sometimes we just got to look at him saying, "Bro, I don't know how you do it," and then look at her from the standpoint there's money in the house. That's the only reason why I haven't just
it's DJ Assassin. Was it Idiot Ting?
Idiot Ting.
Idiot, right? like idiot, 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 nothing. Like really, like
Yeah.
Goku is the poster child of goatishness. He is the numpty poster child, right? So clearly, you're not around for your kids unless it
Mhm.
deals with them powering up. Your son, thank goodness for Chi Chi, right? Like Chi Chi puts up with Goku's crap.
Right.
You know, if any of y'all out there watching, show this point, show this to your significant other, right? Okay, so we're going. If you in a man, woman, whatever, woman, I don't care. If you in a relationship, show this to the other half. If you are a hardcore gamer, YouTuber, podcaster, collector, whatever, you're hardcore into your stuff, and your significant other doesn't get it. You say, hey, you show her an episode or two of Dragon Ball and go, could be worse. I could be Goku. You're welcome. At least I do dishes. At least I take out and I do laundry. I take out the garbage.
Trash.
I help you clean. Hey, you know what? At least once a day I kiss you. That's more than Goku has ever done to Chi-Chi. Even when they do have children, okay? Gohan, their son, thank goodness for Chi-Chi, has grown up to be, and and admittedly, he's got his hidden power, and everyone always alludes to Gohan is actually stronger than his father, but he stopped training to be a professor. He went to school. He's got the glasses on. He's a college professor. He's got a high-paying job. You know, his father-in-law made sure they're hooked up, right? Because he's married to Pan, and Pan is the daughter of Satan, so they got this big house. But Goten is Gohan has got Gohan is he knows the value of a dollar. He does kiss his wife. He's got a daughter himself now, and he's being a on hands, attentive father. He's there for even Vegeta in this series. Vegeta at one point, because there's now there's Bulma and Bulma, right? I mean their daughter, okay, right? I should just Bulma. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Y'all can put it in the comments. But now Vegeta has a daughter, and his son Trunks was there with Goten, right? Trying to change a diaper, like how do we do this? How do we do that, right? And Bulma was sitting there in the chair talking to her mom, saying, "Oh yeah, this is great." And Vegeta, he never uncrosses his arms. Vegeta walks over and he goes, "What's the problem?" He's like, "Oh, Dad, we got to change your diaper. We don't know how to stand back. Let me show you how I mastered this technique." You're like, "Oh, you change your diaper like that?" And it's one of the few times you see Trunks, not Trunks, you see Vegeta smile. He's like, "Yes, I'm a master at changing diapers. I mastered this technique when you were a baby." Ha ha ha. And I'm like, even the prince of the Saiyans understands intimacy, dollars, and being there for his family. And he is even blown away. Like his logic is, how is it this moron is stronger than me, but I got common sense?
Makes no sense.
So now, everything I realize, if I piece it back, how this happened, it's not because there's villains showing up. Goku's the villain.
He's an instigator. That's all he is. He's the type of person who leave the front door open, leave the gate open, leave paper trails, candy trails, invitations, big neon lights. Come on in. I want to talk with you. And as soon as you come for the door, harass you, bully you, insult you, get you upset. You know what? We should fight it out. But yeah, I do want to fight it out. But realizing the person on the receiving end, I want to fight out. But wait a minute, you're the one who started. Yeah, I want to teach you a lesson. Okay, cool. You call it fighting. I call it training. Let's go.
Look, man, I'm on episode. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm on like episode 96 out of 130. No, my bad. I'm on episode 100 out of 131 episodes on this Terminator Power. So, right. And of course, Dragon Ball time goes differently than others because 3 episodes ago they've got 40 minutes left, and I'm like, okay, we know how long it took Goku to put that spirit bomb out the first time. That was like a 5 episode of trying to make a spirit bomb in orbit, and he missed the first time. He had to make a second one when he was dealing with Frieza. All right, so this here now, I just like The original series never showed he wasn't that dotish in the original series.
Mhm.
Or maybe I don't remember him that way. Maybe I
You
have
know
to go
what?
back and watch it. Like he
You
was
have to go
naive.
back and see. He
He was
was very
naive.
absent-minded. He was absent-minded. We would
Oh my
consider
gosh.
calling it absent-minded. We would consider calling it absent-minded. And I mean, just, I guess to that particular part, he wasn't fully in a relationship. He was just being. Remember when he was young, and he would, I remember an issue or an episode where he was in the same bed with Chi Chi, and
Yeah.
then and he went like, "What's this?" and went underneath her skirt. Like, you will give him a 30-second because you're an alien child from another universe. You were born per se, very young, put in a pod, escape from Krypton kind of
Yes.
scenario. So you
Yes.
have no common sense. You get picked up by Master Roshi. So right there, that's a hard left. That's a hard left, and we're like, well, we know what's going to happen with this boy if he's in the house of Master Roshi. We understand what's going to happen at this point in time. So we got to give him a grace and absent-minded and give him a grace at that time.
Even
But you would
then,
think when the man grows up, you would think when he
he's with
grows up,
Master Roshi because Master Roshi is such a big womanizer. You think at one point he would be like the ladies' man.
no, you would think, but clearly he was just absent-minded and I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of parables, a lot of avenues that this can just come back and realizing, yeah, we got to go back and watch. Hey, everybody, you watching this? Go back and watch back to the original, and then you can, and if you already know better than us, because it's been a long time, you can just put in the notes, comments down below. What do you think? What do you think about Goku? What do you think? Was Goku that absent-minded? I'm trying to use as political as possible. Was he that absent-minded? Did he not just see clearly what was in front of him?
Never.
Please tell us.
Here's another one. This is the last one. So you hit absent-minded, and that's what I was bringing back. I was trying to remember something. So one of the episodes with Goku Black, right, where he goes now to the future. So it's him, Trunks, and Gohan. They go to the future, to deal with Goku Black. They get there, and so all of them are there. They're fighting him, and they're like, "Oh man, got really beaten up. Oh man, it's like Vegeta got like cut up bad, right? Get him. It was that scene or the one after. It's like, oh man, I need a sensu bean. Goku, give me a sensu bean." What? How many sensu beans on me? Bean goes, well, I had them. Then I ran into the time capsule and we came to the future. What? Back to the capsule. Back to the past. Get there. What happened? Goku had the sensu beans because he went to get the sensu beans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Came back now to the Capsule Corporation where, they're about to leave from Bulma's headquarters.
Right.
Who had to go and use the bathroom. So he went to use the bathroom and put the bag with the sensu beans right on top of the toilet, or used the bathroom and then ran out right away, jumped to the future, and he left the sensu beans right there.
Listen, it's his absent-mindedness that helps the storyline. It's written so well to let us know that unfortunately your boy he can't concentrate on multiple things at once. He can't multitask.
No,
he can't multitask.
No, okay. So last point, King Kai from the original series. He's on that little planet.
Yeah.
On that little planet, King Kai, the monkey, the little alien. All right, on that little planet. It's like My Little Prince. You know what I mean? And back in the day, that little show, My Little Prince, he's on his little orbit. It was a planet, so to speak, only big enough for one house. So you get there, King Kai. So King Kai turns around to Goku and says, "Hey, Goku, with all the stuff you've done, there's one thing you need to do." And he goes, "What's that, King Kai?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, you know what, King Kai? Next time I get the Dragon Balls, I'm gonna use a wish and finally wish you back to life." Because King Kai is dead. That's why he always has a halo over his head. He's been dead for so long. And because why did he end up dead? Because in relation to whatever Goku did and started from years ago from the original series. Right?
Right.
This is like 18 years ago, whatever. So now here we are. He's like, "Can you finally bring us back? Man, I promise I'm gonna right that wrong. I'm gonna bring all you guys back." Thank you. Goku goes and gets the Dragon Balls. He gets the Dragon Ball, gets them all together. Perfect. Let's do this. And then Goku starts to make a wish. And to your point about absent-mindedness, he goes to start. Now, keep in mind, the dragon can make 3 wishes, right?
Right.
Okay. But when you summon the dragon, you got to make your wishes right away because he can't stay too long.
Right.
Okay. So he gets there. Goku summons the dragon shows up, and then everyone sees they're in different parts of the city, and they see the sky is darkening, and everyone's like, oh, what's going on? And it's only Barris, like the Lord of Destruction, the God of Destruction says, Goku's got to be behind this. And then everyone's like, wait a minute, from different parts of the city, they have all their own things going on, right? So, Gohan's daughter, Pan, she's got a high fever, and he doesn't know how to get rid of it. Android 18 is trying to find a gift for Krillin because Krillin's always supplying for her and their daughter, and he never takes anything for himself. So, Master Roshi sees it, and he's like, oh, wait a minute. So everyone now rushes to the center where they see the funnel forming because, it's a giant dragon. You can't miss it.
Yeah.
Everyone gets there, and when Goku, the dragon summons, like, who summoned, the great, and Goku's like, well, I want to make a wish. I want everyone on, King Kai's planet to be wish. That was the whole episode. Give me a wish. I need a wish. So you listen to Gohan. Okay, Gohan, that's my granddaughter. Got it. Fever. No problem. She's been crying nonstop. All right, go ahead. Make a wish. All right, well, I make a wish for, Pan's fever to pass and stuff like that, because the doctors can't even, because she's part Saiyan 2, right? So it's hard to diagnose. Right. So he goes, no problem. Use the wish. That's 1. Then now, everyone else shows up. So Master Roshi shows up, and Bulma shows up, and this person. So everyone's showing up now, trying to stop Goku from making the wish. Kai's on the planet. He's seeing this. He's like, come on, just make the wish, right? Make the wish. Like they're all screaming at him from the planet. Goku turns around, and he's about to make the wish, and then he stops because Bulma says, because everyone wants a wish. So now Bulma's now being smart. So she's like, well, look, I'm trying to use this material. I need this one chemical to rebuild the time machine to power it for like a power source, right? It's just that I'm not supposed to because I was told no more time travel by Lord Barris, the God of Destruction. So I'm trying to keep this on the down low, but if you make this wish real quick, I can rebuild it. I want to see what happens to my son in the future. Well, and Goku's like, yeah, but you want that, and everyone wants that. So Bulma pulls it because Bulma is like uber rich. Right? Bulma is like Jeff Bezos. She's beyond Jeff Bezos and all them billionaires and Bill Gates. She got $2. So she's just like, Roshi, okay, Master Roshi, what do you want? I want a lot of girls, a lot of pretty girls in a nice car. All right, you know what? Fine. She picks up a phone. Yeah, send over a car with your 5 of your best looking girls wearing bikinis. Car shows up right away. He's like, see, you don't need a wish. 18, what do you want? Well, I'm trying to find Krillin a wish. Okay, you know what? Krillin wants this and that. Boom. Okay, you got it. What is Ochi want? The transformer, the pig that transforms, right? He's like, let me guess. You want another pair of the most comfortable underwear in the world? He's like, stuff. All right, 18. Here's the deal. I'll give you your wish so you can get something for Krillin if you make him disappear. She's like, deal. She kicks him and sends that guy into orbit flying away, right? And then Bulma uses her money to make everyone's dreams come true. Her finally turn around. She uses the second wish to get the ingredient she has, but then Lord Barris shows up and is like, wait a minute, did you just wish for this ingredient that's used to making time machines when I totally forbade you from doing? Yeah, well, and he crushes the element right there in front of her, then blows up the time machine that she was building in her lab. He goes, that's just to stop any future attempts. I'm not playing around. So keep in mind now, that's wish number 2. Now, the dragon is getting ready to kind of fade out at one point. He's like, I can't play this playing much longer. I'm already past my time because it was first Gohan's wish. Then he's getting ready to say, hey, you guys are taking too much time. I know you got 2 more wishes, but I got to bounce out. Goku, and then Bulma was like, no. Oh, well, I guess we have to talk Lord Barris that you didn't want to grant the wishes. So the dragon's now forcing himself like, oh, did you say Lord Barris, like the God of Destruction? Okay, I can stay, but hurry up. Okay, Bulma makes her wish. Barris shows up. Element gets destroyed. Time machine gets destroyed. Bulma gets a scolding. And Bulma gets a scolding. And then finally, like everything is said and done, Goku's like, well, Goku just make, and King Kai, make the wish. And King Kai turns, they're all saying, make the wish. Goku's, yeah, well, I wish for everyone. And King I can't stay. Goku, you idiot! And Goku, oh, don't worry, get the Dragon Balls and I wish you guys get in the future. Which is, of course, you can only summon them, put them together once a year.
Right.
Of course, we're not even at that point yet because now the tournament of power happened. Goku needs someone needs to use the Dragon Balls and either give Goku some common sense and maturity,
or
push him out of existence.
That's a very heavy balance. Useful for any type of calamity that comes upon the universe. You're gonna need your ringer. Fine. So I say, no, but if you circumvent it and wish them some common sense, and we're on a 364-day trial, and we'll see how it works out the following year. And if you make those sense by then, you're going out of existence. Though you got 364 days, but on that fifth day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, who summoned me? Goku, what do you have to report? You sensible? No? Which one? Get him out. What? Poof. Out of existence. I still got 2 more, right? Yes. Okay. Let's go. And that's it.
That's it. I think for the Dragon Ball universe, power-wise, Goku is up there. And Vegeta will get there eventually. He's always going to be a step behind Goku, or Kakarot, as he likes to call him. But for the sake of the universe and common sense and peace and quiet, Goku is threat level like Galactus, like the Beyonder.
100%.
He's a threat. He's a universal threat level. Like Goku should not be allowed.
Goku is one short of a threat to himself.
Yes.
If he has, we are just fortunate that they have not come up with a storyline. Well, he has died. How many times has he died?
Enough. And he doesn't even care about that because he's like, oh, they'll wish me back. And that's the whole thing, is that they always wish him back because they need him. I wait for the day where he dies and like, you know what? We got Vegeta still, right? Can we get Trunks in the future?
Right. Wait, Gohan, son of Goku, we realize that you have powers. Listen, thank you for being a professor. We thank you for all the knowledge you give about the youngsters in the world. We need you to start training. We need you to get back to the love of your father. It's in your blood. Stop playing around. Okay. And that's it. And then King Kai will be chasing and throwing the shoe at this guy. I could have been down there and leaving you up here by yourself. Tarnation.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
he's one level away from being the most dangerous person to himself.
Right. I'm looking at the picture. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'll wrap it up with that. I just said that's I was watching it and I wanted to watch it. And let me tell you something. I mean, there's probably gonna be a lot of Dragon Ball fans out there going to turn around and start hating on me and throwing me hate mail, and that's okay. It's all right. It's all in fun to a certain degree. I just think that, like, tell me, besides his power levels.
Tell me you're not wrong. Tell us we're not wrong.
Tell us we're not wrong. Tell us we don't have a point, because really he's not a good father. He's not a good husband. He's not a good provider. He doesn't know nothing about nothing unless fighting. And every time he fights, what's he want to do? He wants to pace himself and see, it's like Superman showing up in a fight and then turning off majority of his powers.
Right.
And says, well, I'm going to use one power at a time until I really need it, and then call up the other power just to keep myself training. And,
right.
And the Saiyans logic, right? That race, all they want to do is fight. So did Klingons, but Klingons at least understood teamwork. Goku don't even understand teamwork. I mean, sometimes he shows moments of genius of, hey man, why'd you bring Gohan? He's getting a beating. Don't worry about it. He's got this. He just has to dig deeper in himself. And he's really good on that aspect. Mm-hmm. Right? But as Dad, I got to do my homework. Going to your mother. If you want to know how to fly, you want to know how to throw a Kamehameha wave, if you want to, instant transmission, how come you never taught anybody else instant transmission? Like, why are you holding on to certain powers? And I'm not even talking Vegeta, because Vegeta, he always wants Vegeta to sweat, right? He wants Vegeta to sweat and get to it. And how come Vegeta hasn't figured it out? And here, how come he hasn't shown Gohan? How come he hasn't go, like, you think instant transmission would have worked for a lot of them in their cases too? But all the time, it's only Goku who's got this. He doesn't even, and that's the thing. All he wants to do is train. He doesn't want to train anybody. He didn't train Gohan. He sent Gohan to go and be trained with Piccolo. You are the baddest fighter around, and you're not even invest. At least Vegeta trained Trunks.
Facts. What is Goku if you take the warrior out of him? If you just remove that from his list of stuff, everything we're saying is has some plausible cause. Has some plausible causes. Like you say, he ain't the greatest father. He's just not. He's not there. He's all about himself to a certain degree. He just have that childish naiveness kind of mindset, and you're like, oh, come on, man, come on. Great for the story, but if this is real life, because he's the most powerful, and I think it's funny that if they ever made like a real live, not the the movie that cannot be named.
No.
If they make one and to make it into a series, as you know how we normally have these conversations at the end, we want a live, or do you want a series, whatever? I want a series. I want a live series, because I want, unfortunately, to go through the live aspect of this guy being dotish, and then his friends talk among themselves off camera. But they're talking. They should be talking. They don't. But they should be talking among themselves. Why is he doing this? If we were to bring it up to him, he's going to get into his feelings, and we may die. He may just kill us. He just may not just realize and just kill us.
No, he wouldn't kill us. That's the thing with Goku. Goku wouldn't kill anybody, because even when he had to go and get Frieza for this power tournament, he told Frieza, like, don't kill anybody. If you kill anybody, it's me and you. So he's not a killer. He will knock people out, but he's not a killer.
But I know what you're saying. Fine. They don't want to get knocked out. Okay, you know what? No. I'm just saying the fact of it. Yeah, I will admit I have not been so involved into Dragon Ball Z for a very long time, and some of it is because of I know the story just seems to repeat itself. It's like rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, and it's like. And at a while, I was just like, we can't come with another story that doesn't involve something so similar to the last 10 episodes that you guys did. But you know what? I digress. It's working. You're making money. You're spreading and you're broadcasting the brand. Perfect. But I would love to see a realism, a real life type of Dragon Ball series, not a movie, because this has to be something that you got like. We have to make this into good as people out there. And this is where I'm going. All this is that it's already a known. We can see the evidence that there's enough people out there who love this character, love this IP. No problem. Imagine if this was a real life thing. There could be probably done that. This is like maybe not as long as many years as the anime has been, but they should be able to pull out at least 5 to 7 years of stories and have 5 to 7 seasons of Dragon Ball Z, the life of Goku, or whatever, however you want to name it, and just basically go through. And then we're going to see if everybody's going to be modernized. Now it's 2024. You're going to have modern type of conflict, modern type of issues and situations. And yeah, I will really love to see Goku try to get out of Chi-Chi like saying, I gotta go take the trash out. It's getting me upset. That's real talk, son. You gotta be doing that. And Sandy comes like saying, I'm gonna give you money. I don't want it. And all of us, I'll be like pure talking to the screen, like, no, what do you mean you don't want it? We know already.
That was me. Like, I'll say this, man. So I said, this episode, like Dragon Ball episode, this series, Dragon Ball Super, was like a soft reboot to the series, right? And I said it powered up the level of characters. It let you know what was going on. It brought in other characters, so it expanded the lineage, right? So as I said, Vegeta is got now a daughter. You're seeing other characters and other Saiyans from different universes showing up. You're seeing, Bulma, Vegeta daughter, Gohan has a daughter. So which is cool. You're seeing
Yeah.
the connections of mother-in-laws and father-in-laws and grandparents and the whole thing, and that is cool. If and I know the stories are out there because if you read the mangas, so if you read the mangas, you get the complete story of
Same.
Dragon Ball, right? Now, what we get in the anime, it jumps. So we get Goku as a little kid, when
Mm-hmm.
it was like a Dragon Ball and then Dragon Ball Z. So you got Goku as a little kid when it was Dragon Ball, and then when I get the Dragon Ball Z, Goku is an adult. But the mangas covered Goku in his teenage years, which are
Mm.
stories we never got, and they alluded to. And that's something I always wanted to see brought to animation, right? Which was the teenage years where he was doing a lot of those Earth tournaments, like, the tournament that it would
Right.
start. And that was his first run in with Piccolo, his first run in with a lot of these characters,
Right.
and I always want, and him seeing Chi Chi as a teenager now. And then when they started dating. So when he met Chi Chi in Dragon Ball, they were both little kids.
Mm-hmm.
When they continue the story in the manga, it's actually in there where they started dating and he met her for the first time and her dad and well, it's not better for he hadn't seen her in years and then she showed back up in the tournament, right? He had to deal with other people in there, so it was one villain I always liked, but he never brought him back. This villain used to travel by a log, so this villain all the time was just like a Shaolin monk, had his hands behind him. He would jump up, kick the branches off like a giant redwood, kick down
Mm-hmm.
the giant redwood, and then he would kick that redwood in the air and he would jump on it and stand on it. And that's how he would travel from place to place, which was jokes in itself. Give me some of that. So that's all I got to say. But watching this and seeing how dotish Goku is at this point, he's the universe's worst enemy. And they realize it. They start to realize it. They talk amongst themselves. But then again, because Goku's got the power, how do you start it? How do you stop him? And even during this whole these episodes that I've been watching, everyone's like,
Mm.
power up, watch out for this. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm not going to drop my guard. It's interesting. I'm like, all right, Goku, you,
The,
numpty.
well, you
That's my two
see,
cents.
the viewpoint, the point of view from him. I'll say this, although he is naive and and
Right?
absent-minded, whatever the case to be.
Hit me with it.
It's the one thing I will say that I do like about him is that the confidence he has the confidence of where he realizing like he doesn't feel that he can lose. He may be right and down and out, basically like on his last third breath kind of thing. He's gonna dig within himself and like saying, no, I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. Basically, that's
Yeah,
the
he
mindset you get
never
from
retreat, never surrender.
never retreat, never surrender. If never retreat, never surrender was a person. This is the closest way you look at it. If never retreat, never surrender was a person, insert words right here. Uh, then that's Goku. And I will say, at least in that aspect, you try to tell your kid, hey, you need to be focused, don't give up, watch a couple of this, but after every action, we go back, we stop the tape, do like a tape reel, like football. What have you learned?
Yeah,
What do you
yeah,
what do you see? What have you
right,
learned? Let me explain it to you. And try to
right.
deviate from them understanding the absent minded of how the trouble started because he put himself there. Just don't do like that, and you'll be okay. Don't do like that. You'll be okay. You'll be
Oh,
okay.
I'm
I
going to
have faith
dedicate
in you.
this next point here to my boy Kevin, pretty boy Kev. Confidence. That man is walking with confidence. Oh,
Ah,
geez.
sweet
All
boy,
right,
Ken.
cool. Look, okay, Rod, thank you for having me go on this rant. Yeah, okay.
Listen.
So this is our
So,
Dragon Ball rant.
yeah, pretty
Well,
much.
it started off as a rant. Rod just jumped in for the ride, like always, yeah, that's our point. So let's wait. Here I am. I know there's another Dragon Ball series after this one. Let me get through this one. I got 31 episodes more to go, everybody. But shoot your comments down below. Don't worry about giving me spoilers. I'm still gonna watch the rest of this. I'm this far in, right? And and I'll say this: this whole world was started by a pencil, a piece of paper, and lots of imagination. Keep on dreaming. And any of you fans out there, hardcore Dragon Ball Z fans, Dragon Ball fans, Dragon Ball Super, whatever it is, shoot us a comment below. Maybe educate me a little bit. Maybe am I missing something? let me know. I'm still sticking with, Goku is Homer Simpson. Okay. He doesn't go don't. He just goes.
That is so true.